Is this showing? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we have this graph and we want to know, does this thing get going faster and faster, slower and slower, the same speed? And here's a good way of thinking about it. All right. So actually, I'm gonna make this thing a little fatter just for clarity's sake. And okay. So let's think about this little chunk of time. Okay. So it's like from one of these moments to the others, like how so during well, all right, now here we go. So during this little chunk of time, how much does the position change? Well, it changes from here to here, right? So that's like how far it went during that amount of time. If we go like, all right, hey, I'm curious about you know, this other chunk of time that's the same amount of time. Are we covering the same distance during this other chunk of time that's the same length?
No.
So no. So would you say this is speeding up, slowing down, or going the same speed?
I think it'd be going the same speed.
Totally with you. So this is put down. This is going to be constant speed. So what if we have this time, position, and let's say this does this. And now, once again, we're going to say, all right, here's a little chunk of time. And we can see how much the position changes during that time, right? It goes from here to here. That's how much the position changes. But what happens if we ask about some later time, right? If we take that and we go over here, if we take the same amount of time passes over here, do we travel the same distance?
No.
No, we don't. So what's happening to the speed in this case?
I think it decreases.
I totally agree, right? Because before, the first time around, we went through this much distance, but now the same amount of time, we go through a much smaller distance.
Yep.
So this is decreasing speed. So, and the reason I'm pointing this out is this is a subtle thing, because when you look at the graph at first, you're like, hey, wait, we're going from low to high, right? It's kind of going up. But you also have to look at how we're going up, right? Is it going up really steeply? Like over here, it's really steep, right? There's a lot of change in position. And over here, it's not so steep. There's not so much change in position. So I'll give you one more, and then let's go back to your examples, or yeah, let's do one. So here, is there a lot of change of position during that change of time, or not a lot?
Barely anything.
Yeah, there's barely any. I'm totally with you. So what happens if we take the same moments in time, we go over here, same amount of time, big change or small change in position?
Big change.
Okay, so is this speeding up or slowing down?
I think that would mean like it's increasing.
Very good. The speed is increasing. So this is position, this is time. So big change in position, small change in position. This is speed is decreasing. And again, it's not obvious because it would be really easy to look at this and be like, oh, sorry, did I say speed decreasing?
I said speed increasing.
You said speed increasing, and
So
I
you
was
really
like,
decreasing?
absolutely right. And then I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Speed is increasing. Speed's increasing.
Says Anna.
Yes. Well, you got it right, and I'm saying the wrong thing.
So loud. So, I'm
So
talking driving.
what I'm hoping to point out is that you look at the graph and you go like, hey, I'm looking at a graph that is going down, right? Starts high, ends low. Hey, it's going down. But what is going down? It's not the speed that's going down, the position is going down. And now we have to look at this other thing to try to decide about the speed, whether it's getting faster and faster or slower and slower. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to stop sharing screen and then we can go back to and I'll stop recording and we can go back and look at your graph sort.
Okay.
Recording.